Nothing too interesting to report today. Um, Everyone in my family except my sister and me are going to go to church, so I'll have plenty of time if I get called for an interview or something. Um, yeah, I haven't sent anything to the careers part because usually whenever you apply for anything with careers, you also have hundreds of people who are applying for the same thing. So it's always best to go and call out and like try and directly talk with whoever's in charge to go and get the job. So I'm gonna try that first. Um, I should probably try that too. I don't see any problem in doing that. Um, the reason why I didn't send anything is just because I was going and being occupied with a headache and just uh, I don't know. I just guess I didn't feel like going and doing it right now, which doesn't make sense because, I know of how great the importance is, but it just felt like I could be caught and, well, I couldn't focus at all. In short, I mean, everyone probably is trouble not focusing on one thing or the other. And the reason I wasn't focusing on it wasn't because I was necessarily trying to procrastinate too much stuff. I just was trying to think of a lot of other things to do also, but I didn't end up doing any of them either, so I guess there wasn't much of a point in it. Uh, and like I said, I'm gonna talk more about this if I end up going and fulfilling the promise I made of getting the job here that they want. But if that does happen, I just wonder what like what I'm gonna do next to try and get out as soon as I can. Because in all honesty, with how many years ago I meant to go and leave, if I would have had more progress if I instead went along with everything that everyone was saying. If I knew, obviously, and I couldn't have known, but the reason I'm just saying that is because if I go and get stuck here for like another 3 years and I do absolutely nothing, that's a whole lot worse, double the amount, and I don't want to do that. So I wonder, like, maybe if if it does happen and I get stuck here, should I just focus on a short project? Something like, should I just like accept momentarily that for maybe about a year or two, I'm not going to be able to get out of here, and I should just go and try and start doing the things I like again, even though I know that everything from society to my family to myself is just going to go against it. Like, because my whole point of getting away from here is so that I can be in the perfect environment and have the perfect mindset to go and do whatever I want because I'll be alone. And that obviously would happen. But even if I can't, get something perfect, I wonder, like, how, how high I can settle for without, getting stuck here. Because the only thing I want is just not go and get stuck in your fraternity, obviously, but also I want to lessen this time as much as possible. And I wonder if the time will lessen if I go and just focus on one thing that can go and make a whole bunch of money, which then can in turn give me my freedom. Because, I mean, at some point, if anyone has enough money, even if they don't have a job or a lot of skills they should have learned, they can just go and get a place away from here. And then in the meantime, I can work on something more. Like, I don't know like how long it would take for me to go like write my book. Even if I knew for a definitive fact that I would write the best book ever made in this decade, that like how I would even market it. Or if I made an invention that one cured one of the most incurable diseases, how I would go and get to market because there are just so much more requirements than you think. I mean, yeah, it's just, obviously you live in a world with billions of people. A lot of those people are trying to do the same thing as you are for different reasons. So your intentions don't really matter if you're doing it for goodwill or not. I just hope everything works out soon. I need to remind myself that I can't tell the future. I can guess and I can try my best, but I really can't tell the future. And I'll say that's the one thing that's not my fault. I've done a lot of things. I definitely like understand that even though some people would go and like say, "Oh, you have something called schizophrenia," I don't believe that at all. Even if I did or didn't, or I was being attacked by an otherworldly creature or not, it's really the same thing I see, and it all comes down to my choice. And and yeah, I, I need to stop going and blaming myself for all this stuff and time I had to do things because, well, it's past. Even if I could have done something, I can't do anything now, and bickering about it right now isn't going to make a difference. I just need to give my best guess for the future and try a whole bunch of different things.